Welcome. The material we have in our hands today focuses on only one core thing. But the power of this one thing is truly staggering. It is the mind of liberation, unattached and unbound. You can imagine, what kind of state would a mind be in if it were completely undisturbed, without any internal shackles? To you, this might feel like that flow state we most crave when creating, right? Where all inspiration and technique are perfectly in place. What this material wants to tell us is how this state, when pushed to its absolute limits, starting from a passage in the Avatamsaka Sutra, manifests two distinct yet equally soul-stirring powers. These two powers are represented by two sages. One is Samantabhadra Bodhisattva, and the other is Samantabhadra Buddha. This is the puzzle we are going to explore deeply today. Their names are almost the same, to be honest. I thought they were the same person at first, but the material clearly states that the roles they play and the sovereign powers they possess are worlds apart. So our mission is to understand the contrast between these two powers and, more importantly, what it means for us, especially for you as a creator. I believe there is a profound insight hidden behind this regarding excellence and mentorship. Let's dive in. The material first speaks of Samantabhadra Bodhisattva, saying he achieved Samantabhadra's sovereign power through the mind of liberation, unattached and unbound. He has a very resonant title, the eldest son of all Buddhas. That title sounds like he holds a lot of power. My first reaction was, is it because he has the highest seniority? Or does he have some special resume? That is a great question. And it points to the key. This eldest son is not a concept of bloodline or inheritance, but a title based on function and vow. The material describes that no matter which Buddha attains the way in any corner of the universe, Samantabhadra Bodhisattva is always the first to arrive. He is never absent. His job is to protect the Dharma, assist the newly enlightened Buddha in establishing their place of practice, and even speak on behalf of the Buddha when necessary. So he is more like a universal-level executive producer. His resume consists of playing the most central and critical role at the enlightenment scenes of countless Buddhas. So it's the role of an executive producer. I get that analogy now. It's not about inheriting a family business, but winning the status through sheer capability. The material also emphasizes a word, serving Chengshi. It sounds quite archaic, but it seems to be the core of understanding his ability. Serving is a crucial word. Literally, it means taking on the tasks the Buddha needs done, but its connotation is far more than just following orders. The material uses a very vivid contrast. When the Buddha's hero disciple, Ananda, saw the Buddha manifest a headache and ask for milk, he literally only thought, oh, the Buddha has a headache and needs milk. Right, just the literal meaning. But if it were Samantabhadra Bodhisattva, he, like Vimalakirti, could instantly realize the deep intention behind the Buddha manifesting illness, which is to transform a certain type of sentient being. This is the realm of serving. It reminds me of a top-tier music producer working with a legendary singer. The producer doesn't just press the record button. He can instantly understand the singer's most subtle musical thoughts. And even before the singer opens their mouth, he has already adjusted the microphone and EQ to the most perfect state. Wow, that is a kind of wordless synergy. This wordless synergy is the highest realm of all collaboration. This also explains the fundamental difference in wisdom between great bodhisattvas and great arhats mentioned in the material. However, there is something I'm even more curious about. The material says Samantabhadra Bodhisattva is sovereign. Power allows him to appear at all Buddha's enlightenment sites simultaneously. How is that possible? It sounds like some kind of superpower from a sci-fi movie. Does he need to create many clones? This teaching points out a very clever perspective. If you still need clones, that itself is a limitation. It wouldn't be called sovereign. Oh, his sovereign power, also known as the inconceivable power of liberation, is rooted precisely in that unattached and unbound mind. Think of it this way. Does your phone need clones to be in several places? No. As long as there is a network, it can simultaneously receive messages from all over the world. Samantabhadra Bodhisattva's mind is like the ultimate cloud server. It is in real-time synchronization with the practice sites of all Buddhas. So, He doesn't send clones there. He is inherently omnipresent. Needing clones implies you have a fixed individual body, whereas his power comes precisely from the absence of such a limitation. Using a cloud server as an analogy, I completely understand. So his omnipresence isn't a magic trick, but a natural manifestation of his internal state. Alright, Samantabhadra Bodhisattva's realm, to be honest, feels a bit distant to us mortals, like a god-tier operation at the other end of the universe. It is perfect and superhuman, but like the germaphobe analogy in the material, there seems to be an invisible pane of glass between him and us. This leads to a key question. What about people like us, who are still struggling, making mistakes, and full of karmic obstacles? I think this is why the material introduces Samantabhadra Buddha next, right? You've caught the point exactly. This is the most soul-stirring part of the entire teaching. It presents two extremes of compassion. Samantabhadra Bodhisattva represents a universal level of efficiency and perfection. He is like the most efficient system, ensuring the smooth operation of the Dharma universe. It sounds like Samantabhadra Bodhisattva is not pure enough. Rather, does he sacrifice the chance for deep interaction with us unclean beings because he pursues his own perfect purity? Is this a limitation of his compassion? It's not a limitation of compassion, but a difference in methodology. Methodology. Yes, Samantabhadra Bodhisattva's existence itself is a demonstration of the highest standard, like a lighthouse guiding you from afar. But Samantabhadra Buddha is different. His mission is to guarantee all beings enter. This means he must have a way to break through that wall of yours. The material describes that he will find a way to crack a slit in your wall to let some light in. He is willing to walk into your messy room, not fearing getting dirty, and teach you hand at hand how to clean it. This is like admiring a legendary producer whose work is flawless. But the one who truly makes you grow might be the mentor willing to sit by you all afternoon, helping you adjust one single compressor parameter. I see. One is the idol you look up to. The other is the coach who practices with you. The material also emphasizes that Samantabhadra Buddha is demonstrating and manifesting, not just saying, but doing it for you to see. Exactly. The teachings in the San world are usually, the Buddha speaks the Dharma. You listen, and if you understand, it's your own skill. But not Samantabhadra Buddha. He directly manifests it for you to see. If you don't learn it, he does it a second time, 1,000th time, 100 millionth time, until after incalculable eons, you finally learn it, and he won't think it's a bother. This is an absolute, costis no object personalized teaching. We now know that in the universe, there is such an ultimate mentor. He not only guarantees teaching quality, but also provides infinite patience and free one-on-one lessons. So the biggest question is, how do I sign up? How do I establish a connection with him and let him be my mentor? The material mentioned causes and conditions. Yes, all dharmas arise from causes and conditions. The ways to establish a connection mentioned in the material include external actions like respect, serving, and making offerings. But the most core, internal thing is your own aspirations. That is, your deepest desire and decision. This leads to an important question. What do you actually want to learn? What is your aspirations? This brings us back to our theme from the beginning, the mind of liberation, unattached and unbound. Completely correct, because the most fundamental revelation of this material is that pure, potential-filled mind is something you are inherently complete with. It is already inside you. It is your birthright treasure. The key is whether you choose to rely on this internal treasure, or, as the material says, rely on those demons that make you create bad karma. The Master's teaching mentioned that many people have very firm minds in the realms of demons, ghosts, and animals, meaning their willpower is incredibly strong when pursuing desires or venting anger, but they are completely indifferent to the pure mind they originally have, or don't even know it exists. In other words, the potential has always been there. The point is your choice. This sounds a lot like the creative process. Everyone might have a great song in their heart, but you must make the aspirations. Decide to plant the seed, and face the blank sheet music to write it out. Otherwise, it remains forever, just a potential. This choice is the beginning of establishing the connection. Well said. The material even gives a very relatable example from our lives. The Dharma door of repentance. Repentance can also be understood as a washing method, washing away the dust and grime accumulated in your body and mind. This itself is a Dharma door, if you set your mind to learn this door well and thoroughly purify yourself. Samantabhadra Buddha's sovereign power can help you in this regard, manifesting and teaching you how to do it. This shows that his power is all-encompassing. No matter what you want to learn, he can teach it, as long as you have established the connection with him. That is, your sincere aspiration to learn, then no matter how stupid, untalented or terrible you think you are, he will lead you step by step. This truly feels reassuring, because to be honest, many times we don't even know what our own aspiration is. We want to learn this today, and are attracted by something else tomorrow. To have a mentor who can tolerate your wavering, and is willing to wait for you to find your direction. This is simply the ultimate treasure that any learner dreams of, from the eldest son of Buddhas to the ultimate mentor, from the universal executive producer to the one-on-one private coach. Following this material today, we have seen how the same mind of liberation, unattached and unbound, manifests two completely different kinds of compassion and power. To summarize, the most shocking point of this teaching is that it presents two extremes of compassion. Samantabhadra Bodhisattva manifests universal efficiency. He is like the most efficient system, ensuring the macro operation of the Dharma universe is smooth and unobstructed. But Samantabhadra Buddha manifests infinite personalization. He represents an ultimate commitment to the individual, no matter how slow your progress or how poor your level. This system will never give up on you. This also makes us reflect. When we help others, are we inclined to efficiently serve the majority, or are we willing to invest a disproportionate amount of time and patience for the one person who needs help the most? The end of the material also reminds us of a very moving chain of gratitude. We must be grateful to Samantabhadra Buddha for being willing to teach us hand in hand. We must also be grateful to Shakyamuni Buddha. If he hadn't introduced it in the scriptures, we would never even know such an ultimate mentor exists. And we must be even more grateful to Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva. If it weren't for his great vow, we beings who might still be suffering in hell would probably never even have the chance to hear all this. Yes, this material clearly tells us that the key to connecting with this ultimate mentor lies in your own aspirations. Back then, Samantabhadra Bodhisattva made a vow to become the eldest son of Buddhas, and no matter how hard it was, he stuck to it until the end, which eventually fulfilled him. So the question left for you is, now that you know Samantabhadra, Buddha has this power to guarantee that anyone can be taught without weariness. What kind of aspirations are you willing to set for yourself today to begin establishing this precious connection? In your music, in your life, what is that Dharma door that you have always wanted to master, yet felt you could never learn?